I'm really excited this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Grammy Award winner, actor, activist, and now bank owner. What? I didn't know that. Killer Mike, y'all.
Yeah. Good morning.
Mike.
Good morning. Good morning.
Man, so happy to have you, man. Congratulations on everything. Did you watch the debate last night?
Absolutely not.
Oh, you did?
No, that was like watching your auntie drag your uncle. I knew who was going to win the debate. That's like watching Esther. That's like watching Esther argue with her husband. You know she's going to drag Woodrow out of there. So.
Woodrow? Mike, you missed the fly on Mike Pence's head last night. Did you hear about the fly?
Hey, man, flies are usually attracted to,
Hey,
wow.
Hey, listen, man. So you know, people know you for your music, your activism, all kinds of things. But for years, people may not know that you've been working behind the scenes to actually open up a bank for the Black and Latino community. And we are happy to announce your dream has came true. Congratulations. Tell us all about it.
Well, I don't want people to think this is some grand plan. I'm a musician. My wife always reminds me, good morning, Shay. You sing and dance for a living. And we managed to open some businesses, one including which is the Swag Shop, chain of barbershops, and co-owned Bankhead Seafood along with T.I. So I know from a personal perspective, a lot of times small Black businesses and medium-sized businesses find it hard to find financing and capital for our ideas. We get turned down at a rate of 21% for our loans. Other people, whites in particular, only about 8%. So Greenwood is the future. And what I mean by that is when I first said as a form of protest we should do Black banking 4 or 5 years ago, it caused such a stir that Wells Fargo put out $60 million for Black loans. And this is the same Wells Fargo. This is the same Wells Fargo that said a minute ago the president couldn't find, great Black financial minds around him. Yet these people have come together. Ryan Glover, who's a business juggernaut in Atlanta, Andy Young, Bo Young, Paul Judge, who's a tech giant, got together and decided to do a bank. They know this is something I'm passionate about, something I've always wanted to be a part of. They invited me to be a part of it. I'm happily along because I think that for the future of people of color in this country, in particular Blacks and Latinos, if we don't control our dollars, we will not control our neighborhoods. If we don't control our neighborhood unit associations, we won't control local politics. And if we don't do that, we'll continue being victims of capitalism and not participants in it.
Wow.
So how will opening this bank for our community help our people succeed finally with obtaining financial freedom?
Let me give people this. There is no one pill cure-all. What there is, though, is self-reliance and defiance to fail. You have to look fairly in the eyes and say, I'm not going to do it. So if I make $1, I'm going to save 20 cents. If I wasn't doing that, then I'd be going to a check cashing place, maybe charging me 20 cents to cash my dollar. Check cashing places in our community are like grocery store deserts. They have to die. You can't get to a grocery store, so you end up eating junk food and bad food. You can't get to a real brick and mortar bank because they pull it out of your community. You end up going to check cashing places that rob you. Greenwood puts the bank in your hand. You have a full service bank, FDIC insured, in your hand. So the same way you can now tip dancers in the strip club with your PayPal account, you'll be able to do all your banking from your phone. And for my 13-year-old daughter, she does her banking from her phone. She doesn't do her banking. She doesn't march down to the bank like my grandmother did for me. So if you're Black, Latino, working class, any color, race, creed, religion, sex, doesn't matter to us. We think that the future of banking, and in particular the future of Black and Latino banking, are going to be in Greenwood. And for those that are familiar with the Tulsa riots and the Tulsa race massacre, Greenwood is named for the town that was massacred years ago that was called the Black Wall Street. And they want to make sure that even though that physical place was burned to the ground, the spirit of self-reliance and we can do it and we can master capitalism has not.
I can't even ask no more. I got tears in my eyes. I got chills.
Well, I got something to say, Rick. Killer Mike, you know how we are our own worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how do some people deal with not trusting putting their money in a Black bank?
That's a great question. Let me tell you, my grandmother died. My grandma taught me how to bank. My grandma died. My sister still found $2,000 under the mattress. Okay. And my kids, God forbid, I should die right now. My kids still gonna find some money in the shoebox because you never know when you're gonna have to grab a wad of cash. So I understand that compulsion, but what we can't do is continue to put all our money in the shoebox and under the carpet. And we cannot continue to let check, cash, and place rob us blind. I understand people's apprehension in terms of banking. With that said, most of us have to bank in some way. It just depends on if it's predatory, like a check, cash, and place, or those quick loan places, or if it's something that helps you. Greenwood is a real bank. It's in your phone. You bank right, it reflects upon your credit score right. It also does this. Say you get paid on a Friday, but rent is due as Wednesday. You're going to be able to collect your pay on Wednesday because Greenwood knows your payment is coming Friday, and you have built that trust relationship there. So I just want to tell black people that in some way you're going to be involved in capitalism. I would rather us be a participant in it than a victim of it. So everyone needs a banking account. Everyone needs to be moving with a banking account that has lower fees or no hidden fees. Everyone needs to be with a banking account that is FDIC insured, and everyone needs that in our community to do things like bill credit, home loans, car loans, and in the future business loans. So I want them to start to build a trust relationship by getting an actual account with us and letting us build that with you.
Right.
Wow, man.
I know, right? That's awesome.
That's so dope. Congratulations again, man. Hey, Mike, let everybody know how you could be reached and followed, and give them the information on Greenwood Bank again.
Well, look, everybody who's out there jamming, man, don't forget to pick up RTJ4. It's out. When hopefully we'll be nominated for a Grammy. We're in Billboard right now. Greenwood Bank. Go to www.greenwood.com. Sign up and pre-register now. They're officially going to be opening accounts in January. And I want to challenge the culture. I want to challenge everyone of the culture to move, if not all, some of your money there, because we need to come out with a big statement saying that we will no longer just give our money away and it never comes back. We will no longer put our money in outside resources without investing in ourselves. Doesn't mean you can't have a bank account with one of the big four, but save something for yourself like your mother would tell you. So let's make Greenwood be, if not your first bank, one of the banks you're using for y'all real ballers out there. And let's make sure we're building up our own community in much the way Greenwood and Tulsa did, so that we don't have to have one Black Wall Street like Auburn Avenue and Edgewood, like Harlem, like South and West Side Chicago. We can have many Black Wall Streets across this nation.
Man, I'm in, Mike. Man. I'm in.
It sounds so dope.
I'm in. You have my opening up my account, doggone.
Okay,
sure. Get me along. Open up me a barbershop too. I'm gonna learn to cut hair and everything.
Yeah, look, Ricky, you gonna bring us to Alabama. I'm gonna give you the rights to all the swag shops in Alabama, man. We gonna have to figure out the business to do that, man. I want to get in Birmingham, Montgomery. Look, my family from a town so small. They from Tuskegee. It's probably just put half a swag shop there, because after the college leave, ain't nobody there no more. It's just me and my cousin.
hey, Mike, I'm with it. Hey, love you, brother. Appreciate you, man.
Love y'all. Absolutely. Have a great morning.
That is y'all, ladies and gentlemen. Killer Mike.